Hello, friends. This is the Familiar Feline ASMR. Today we are going to be taking a look at some things that I just bought today. Once a month, we like to go to the bigger towns and we'll go to stores there. So today we went to Big Lots, Dollar Tree, and Ruler Foods. So first we are going to be looking at the things we bought at Big Lots. I have them all stacked up right over here. So this is a funnel set of 3 funnels. You can see there's smaller ones. We have a countertop dishwasher, and we don't hook up the hose. It has a thing you just pour the water inside, and it can be kind of a pain. So I bought these to hopefully mitigate that. I can just put these in the top and pour the water in, and hopefully it'll make that task a little bit easier for me. And there are also other times where I would like to have a funnel, like filling my hummingbird feeder. So it'll just be nice to have them. I have one funnel, but it's itty bitty, and I don't really use it for anything because it is so small. And I also bought one of these to hopefully make a video out of, and then to give to my son, who would really like to have one of these. Let's see if I can open this. But I know my son would really like to have one of these. He is a pretty big fidgeter. And here is a huge, enormous can of mixed nuts. I like to get the nuts at Big Lots because they are typically extremely cheap compared to other stores. And this bag is just a giant thing of hand soap. These are only $1.50, I think, so I like to get them there because they are so cheap. And here are some toys that I bought for my cats. One cat probably will never play with these because they are actual cat toys, and he only plays with things that are not cat toys. But Maki Maki, my gray striped cat, loves things like this, especially things that crinkle. And that have ribbons and feathers. And I think they're cute because they look like cassette tapes. And this is just some sunscreen. We spend a lot of time outside in the summer, and I have a fairly sensitive skin. I have to apply sunscreen several times if we're outside all day, otherwise I just turn red. And in this bag is some food things. My son picked these out, which is cheesy rice from Annie's. And so we got 2 boxes of that. And this is for me, which is lightly salted green peas that are baked. They taste kind of like Andy Cap's hot fries, but without the spicy part. I really like these. I eat them like potato chips. This is also something I picked out for myself, which is a harvest vegetable soup with butternut squash and quinoa. I will probably be eating that later today. And some cherries that have been dried. I eat a lot of dried fruit and not dried fruit. box of Q-tips, which is not very exciting. A bag of dried mangoes. And another can of mixed nuts. And the last thing that we bought from Big Lots is this low sodium V8 juice, which both my son and I like. So now we have everything up here that I bought at Dollar Tree. I didn't buy very many things there, primarily because they just didn't have a whole lot of things that I wanted. But my son picked out one of these, the giant crayon looking water shooters. He's been having fun playing in the pool this last week since it's been so nice outside. Today has been pretty chilly and rainy. We actually went to Jimmy John's and ate outside, and it was slightly too cold for comfort. This is something I bought to make a video of. This is a bingo ball set, which I thought would make some pretty cool sounds. So I did already go in and pop one of the balls out, and so we'll see how well this thing works. It was only $1.25, so I'm not sure how well it's going to work. Let's see. Put this there. And our little crank. Our little crank on here. So if I actually put this in here, I think I have to turn this around maybe. So then one number actually falls out. So we'll see how well this actually works. When you get a lot of them, it is really, really hard to get these numbers off. they're not perforated or anything very well, I might just like get my scissors and snip them off instead of twisting them, because that takes forever. But we'll do some kind of a role play or something with these. And next we have a foam glider. This was something my son picked out so we can build it and he can fly it around the yard. I always had things like this when I was younger, and I always really enjoyed playing with them. And I bought these, which are hair ties. I like to wear my hair up a lot, and my cats also always steal these, so I typically have to buy a new pack every month because I can never find them. And this little sling ball game. It has a blue and a pink handle sling and a little orange ball, which will be fun to play with outside. And these, which I bought for making videos. When I do roleplay videos, we can do, I can wear a badge, which is always one of my favorite triggers when I'm talking to a nurse or somebody who wears these and they mess with it. And these, which make the loveliest sound. There's a little hole. This one fell out. It doesn't want to go back in. There we go. But we can sort these by color and play with them. I really like that sound. So different kinds of sounds can give me different physical feelings, I guess. I don't know what you would call it, but these in particular make me tingle right between my shoulder blades and just underneath them. Like someone's going to have to take these away from me because I don't know if I'll be able to always liked playing Mancala when I was younger with my sisters because I always liked the sounds, especially that those gems make on the board. And here's a pack of popsicle sticks. These are thinner ones, which will be used to make some of the wooden items that I will be using for my Fallout dollhouse. If you haven't watched that video yet, it is my miniature dollhouse video, and I'm going to be turning a old dollhouse into a post-war Fallout house. I am just in the gathering items to do so stage. And this is something that my son picked out, which is just a little Paw Patrol activity book. And here's something I picked out for us to do together in a video. These are watercolor posters, and they have a design, and they come with paint. I thought it would be fun to paint these sometime. And now I will clean this up, and I'll be back with the things that we bought at Ruler Foods. So the first thing I want to show you from Ruler Foods is this jar of maple syrup. I only use maple syrup as a sweetener. I really like it in coffee, cookies, pretty much everything. So I did buy 4 jars because compared to the grocery store I typically shop at, the syrup at Ruler Foods is half price. And here's a big container of old-fashioned oats, which we have for breakfast about once a week. It is one of my son's favorite foods. And I also bought around 5 or 6 of these jars of the natural creamy peanut butter. It is a pain to stir, but it's very delicious. And the only things that are in this jar are peanuts and salt, which I like since I don't eat sugar. Well, I try to avoid sugar. I did eat several Smarties today. We took my son to a place that has bounce houses and arcade games, and he won some candy and shared it with me. And some pasta sauce. I really like this pasta sauce. poker tomato sauce, which I use a lot when I'm making soups, chili, anything like that. And then sometimes I like to make my own pasta sauces and pizza sauce. And this is a fairly decent tomato sauce for the price. I think that it's only 69 cents a can, if I remember correctly. And some Triscuits, which are always delicious. And I really like this roasted seaweed snack with sea salt. They're kind of expensive for what they are, but they are really, really delicious. And my son picked out this can of Pringles cheddar cheese. And this habanero lime pistachio bag. These were on sale for 50 cents a bag, which is a pretty good price. And my husband can take these in his lunch to work. And some quinoa. I love quinoa. I eat a lot of it. And here is some whole grain spaghetti, which we will typically have sometimes once a week, usually. And some cheese and garlic croutons. I'm trying to dig through the bags so I don't show you doubles. A lot of this stuff is just multiples of the same thing. But here's some lemon juice. And this is the last bag. Some raw almonds which was also on sale for 50 cents a bag, which is kind of crazy. A bag like this would probably typically be $4 or $5. And these puppets, which my son really likes to play with outside, so we got him a little box of those. Some hot sauce. I do like different types of hot sauce. I do like this kind. Tapatio is probably my favorite though. And the last thing is this giant container of unsweetened applesauce, which I tend to eat a lot of. Anything fruit I will eat. But I think that is everything except for the freezer items and the items that went into the refrigerator and the fruit that is sitting on my counter that I need to wash. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you can like, share, subscribe, comment on my work, it is extremely helpful to me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a really great day.